So today, Wednesday, November 5th, day 153, about 4 Border Patrol crews, the same ones we see all the time, raided the Salvadoran corridor starting down by the 10 freeway and working their way up to the Westlake Home Depot, where Bovino did his famous Trojan horse stunt with that yellow Penske truck that went viral over the summer. Now, I heard Mary Bass tell folks in the town hall on Monday that the raids aren't as bad in LA. Well, I don't know how well she's paying attention, but I strongly disagree. They're definitely as bad as they've ever been, if not worse. And I hope she's seeing this because I'm about to report 25 incidents from today, 16 of them in the city of LA. First, yesterday, there was one we missed to catch up on in Sherman Oaks, where in Magnolia and Van Nuys, a pool cleaner was taken and his truck was left abandoned. But today, in LA Salvadoran corridor, about 3 to 4 vehicles moved around the area. They started on 12th and Vermont around 11 a.m. near a Bank of America, where a woman was seen being apprehended by 2 male Border Patrol agents and taken away. Then, on 24th and Magnolia, around 11:35 a.m., 3 Border Patrol agents were seen in a residential area with a car pulled over. It's unclear if that individual was taken. On Menlo and Pico, also around 11:35 a.m., a street vendor was kidnapped by Border Patrol agents who appear to have been stalking the individual and his son. When the vendor's son stepped inside of a laundromat, the Border Patrol agents swooped in and took the man. The son came out to find his dad missing. On Hoover and Pico, around 11:40 a.m., a known ICE vehicle was seen driving through this intersection. And around that same time, 2 Border Patrol agents were also seen on Sunset and Figueroa. Then on 12th and Paloma, around 11:55 a.m., a man was seen being taken away by a Border Patrol agent as a young woman was seen asking the man for information to reach his family. The agent is seen stating in Spanish that the man will get his phone call and to leave him alone. He's seen shoving the man into the vehicle as he tries to reach his phone to provide information to the young woman. On 23rd and Hoover, around 12:10 p.m., a man was seen showing his ID to a Border Patrol agent. We're unsure if he was taken. And then on Washington and Arlington, around 12:30 p.m., security footage shows the agents pulling around the corner as a man was walking down the street. As that man walks around that corner, he turns around and runs away. 2 agents briefly pursued, but immediately gave up. On 12th and Stanford, around 12:41 p.m., the agents were spotted driving down the street in 2 vehicles. When a community member walked up to record them while they were in traffic, the vehicles sped off. Then on Washington and Arapahoe, on 12:45 p.m., the agents were seen questioning 2 individuals. It is unclear if they were taken. On 15th and Normandy, around 1 p.m., a volunteer documented 2 Border Patrol agents. It is unclear if anybody was taken. A photo was posted that stated that 1 to 4 people were kidnapped. Then on 8th Street, between Westmoreland and Vermont, around 1 p.m., a bystander reached out to LA Taco to notify us that 2 individuals were kidnapped near a church. And then they finally ended their cruise at that Westlake Home Depot on Wilshire and Union at approximately 1:28 p.m. They arrived in 3 vehicles and a van, according to witnesses, kidnapped 4 day laborers and 1 U.S. citizen. The U.S. citizen was eating inside of McDonald's with his little sister when they just arrived. He went outside to document the raid before he was arrested as well. His little sister was left crying and distraught alone in the parking lot. They were also seen in Sherman Oaks, on Woodsman and Magnolia. 1 individual was taken in what appears to be a targeted attack. And in Van Nuys, on Oxnard and Woodman, around 11:21 a.m., photos show 2 ICE agents questioning a woman. It was reported that a male was eventually taken. Now, it's curious to note that the Border Patrol agents who were seen raiding the Salvadoran corridor and Westlake Home Depot all day were still seen later than usual, just before 3 p.m. near the Metropolitan Detention Center. Over in Fontana, near the 7-Eleven off Summit and Beach, around 10:55 a.m., 1 individual was confirmed taken. In Paris, just off the 215 freeway exit, around 9:30 a.m., federal agents were seen with a stopped vehicle. It is unclear if anybody was taken. In San Bernardino, on G Street in Virginia, around 7:50 a.m., ICE presence was confirmed in the area until about 9:40 a.m. However, we didn't receive any reports of kidnappings there today. Down in Costa Mesa, at a residential area near Harbor and Hamilton, around 7:45 a.m., according to witnesses, ICE picked up a woman this morning who was heard screaming and yelling that she was just coming back from getting her children breakfast. In Vista, on Christie Drive, around 7:50 a.m., a known ICE vehicle was seen driving around that area. Several community watch members were alerted and went over to document it. In San Diego, in Golden Hill, on Quail and Hilltop, around 8:30 a.m., Community Watch teams discovered a known ICE vehicle in the area and began legally documenting while alerting the community. They followed the vehicle around until it drove away. And in San Diego again, on 2984 East Street, around 8:40 a.m., local law enforcement was called by ICE after claiming a Community Watch member bumped into their vehicle. Local law enforcement arrived and asked the individual to show their license, but because they didn't have it on them, they towed his car. And still in San Diego, in City Heights near Hamilton Elementary on Fairmont and Olive, around 1 p.m., a Community Watch member noticed a strange vehicle that fit the description of a Night Scout. She approached the vehicle to ask the individual questions and asked them to roll down the window. They refused, of course, and simply drove away. And lastly, still down there in Lemon Grove area, at the Home Depot on 7530 Broadway around 1:30 p.m., the same ICE vehicle that was seen earlier in the Golden Hills Logan Heights area was seen in the back of the parking lot following construction workers around. They appear to be scouting them. No reports of anybody taking. If you appreciate reporting like this, please consider becoming a member, buying some merch, or dropping a dime in our fundraiser so we can continue to bring you this vital information. As always, thank you. Stay safe and stay vigilant.